All right, hello everyone. We will get started with lecture now. Today we're going to be talking about FigJam and Figma Community, both two other like cool tools of on Figma. And yeah, we're gonna do like a little midterm check-in and then talk about FigJam and then Figma Community, and then just a little bit about finding design inspiration. So here's the attendance link, as per usual. And stay tuned for the secret word. And then here's the slide deck link for this lecture. There's going to be a lot of links to different files and stuff that you can click on if you use these slides. So I would recommend doing that. And then, yeah, so I hope everyone has started on their midterm project. If you haven't, that's okay. You still have like about a week to do it. But we're gonna do like a little check-in. So if you've like chosen your prompt and that's all you've done, please like you can hold up a 1. If you've already started brainstorming and you kind of have an idea of what you're gonna do, hold up a 2. And then if you've already started like designing, you can hold up a 3. But yeah, where is everyone at right now? Okay, okay. Okay, looking good so far. Yeah, like I said, it's due on next Monday at 11:59 p.m. So feel free to start doing that. If you're at a 1, that's okay, but try to get like your idea down, and then we're gonna be doing like critique at labs this week. So try to have like kind of an idea of what you want to do, and or like a low fidelity draft if you haven't already. But good luck with that. Any questions about the midterm? No? Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to get started with talking about FigJam, which is kind of like more of the brainstorming and collaboration side of Figma. So what is it? You can think of FigJam as kind of just like a big playground whiteboard for you to use, and it's really focused on collaboration. Same kind of with like a lot of other Figma aspects and like even the design files, very collaborative, but FigJam is kind of like helps you more with your planning phase and brainstorming phases of your ideas and your projects. And similar to Figma like design, FigJam is vector based and it incorporates more tools to allow for better like live brainstorming and diagram within a team. But it's basically a big whiteboard for you to use. The workspace at a glance is very simple. It's like a very much more simplified version of Figma design files. You'll see you still have like your giant open canvas and it's kind of all like bulleted. And then you have like a toolbar on the bottom, and that's basically it. You don't have like layers or assets or like design or prototype panels or anything. And instead, all of the tools that you need are housed in the bottom or top right toolbars, which are like very simplified for you. So the top right toolbar looks like this. This is where you have like who's on your file, like the users, and then you can also access like different templates and then timers and comments and sharing capabilities here, as well as like Zoom functions. I think that's on the bottom right, but yeah. They also have like more collaboration tools like cursor chat, which you might be familiar with. We'll go over that in a little bit, but there's that. And then the bottom toolbar looks like this. So this is all your main tools that you're using to kind of put things on your canvas. So while there aren't like that many different tools here, they're still like quite versatile and powerful, and they make it like a lot faster to be able to put your ideas down. So you have like the move and the pan tools. That's basically just your select tool. And then you have like a marker if you want to like doodle around. That's like a pencil tool in Figma. And then you have sticky notes. You can quickly put down different shapes. You can put text, make sections. And then you also have like stamps and emotes, which are really cute and fun. And then like stickers and other like widgets. So we'll go like into like what each tool does specifically. So like I said, the marker tool is kind of like the pencil tool in Figma. You can use it to like draw or annotate, and it automatically makes like smooth lines out of anything that you doodle with. And it's also vector based still. But the only thing is you can't edit the individual nodes on any of the lines that you draw with the marker tool. but you can still like adjust color and stroke size and like the placement of them. And the shortcut for this is just M. And then the shape tool, these are like kind of the different options that you have to make shapes with in FigJam. And once you create one, you can change the fill color and outline style of any of those shapes. But yeah, these are kind of like the preset shapes. And then some things about shapes, you can change the color of it, choosing from like this drop down, or you can also like make your own color with the color wheel, but they make it easier for you just having like presets of colors. And then you can also change like the outline color, different from the fill color, and you can make it transparent or filled. So yes. You can also change like the style, so you can have it solid or be like dashed outlines or no outline at all. And then if you double click on any shape that you put into your canvas, you can also add text to those automatically. So this kind of like makes it like automatic auto layout kind of, because it'll be like centered in the shape. And you can still edit like the text customizations, like you can bold it, strike through, embed links, and make bullet points. But yeah, there's that. Okay, so the next thing after shapes is connectors, which are basically lines that connect like shapes or different objects in your canvas. So yeah, they allow you to create paths or connections between shapes and objects, and they can also be used to annotate or call attention to a specific part of the file. And the shortcut for this is X. So whenever you like make a shape or something, or like a sticky note, you can hover when you're in like the connector tool, and you can like easily make connections from like objects to one another. We'll show that in like a demo in a bit. But actually, yeah, here's what it looks like. You'll notice like when you have the tool selected and you click on any of the shapes, you'll see the the option to add a connector between things, and it makes like these really smooth lines. And then like if you move them around, they'll still be like connected, but the line will like change accordingly. And yeah. Yeah, you can also create a new shape by just dragging out the connector from an existing shape. And yeah, in this way, FigJam connectors are very helpful for diagramming and visual mapping, which may be something that's useful for you in your like research phase or brainstorming phase. So you can also like kind of move connectors around after you put them down on your page. You can add like with the elbow connectors, that's like when they're curved, you can kind of like make more handles and make more bends if you want. And then straight lines can also be converted into elbow ones if you need, and vice versa. But yeah, you can play around with like the different nodes and curves. So the FigJam library is on the bottom right of that bottom toolbar, and this is where you can find things like stickers, templates, widgets, plugins, and more. And stickers are created by the Figma team just for like decoration and be able to like kind of customize and add feedback really quickly. And you can also import code blocks, a timer, and other really cool features in the widgets. Those are like do fun things. You can do like a camera one or like a little game and stuff like that. And then on the top right, like we mentioned, there's templates. So these can help you kind of get started with a FigJam file. And there's like a lot of different templates for different purposes, ranging from like team meeting templates to flow diagrams to icebreaker games. So lots of collaborative ideas coming from the templates. You can also paste images in to FigJam and then kind of like crop them, edit them. You can just use like a Command C, Command V to copy and paste them. And then once you insert images, you can rotate, crop, and frame them. And note that these images will always scale proportionally, which is different from Figma design files. In order to like keep it proportional in those, you have to hold Shift, but this stays proportionally every time you change it, which is very helpful. And then the stamp and emote buttons are on that bottom toolbar as well. This like adds like a new layer of fun and meaning to critiques and feedback. So you can quickly just leave like a heart stamp or like a +1 if you agree with something onto your canvas quickly with these different stamps. And then emotes are like the other side of this little wheel. It's like you can like click and drag on your mouse to kind of like show some emojis, but they don't stay on your canvas. but the shortcut for stamps and emotes is E. So yeah, you can see kind of like an example of using a combination of stickers, stamps, and emotes, and just how versatile they are and how they can be used. And it's always nice to add some extra flair and personality with the stickers and the stamps. And it makes like adding feedback or critique more fun and a little more engaging. Another cool tool in FigJam is the timer. So if you want to like brainstorm for 5 minutes, you can quickly just create or like start the timer that's already there in the top right. And then you can also edit the time or like play music while you do it and stuff. And it'll like notify everyone that's on the file on their computers as well. And then another little like cute thing that's like not super important, but you can like high five other users on your file. So if you're in like the hand tool, so like if you wiggle your cursor left and right or hold down the H key, you'll get like a hand. And when you guys like when another user does it next to your like mouse, they'll like make a little high five animation like on the screen, and it's really cute. Just like a little fun Easter egg. And then this is good for like quick feedback or like chatting with someone in your file. The cursor chat allows you to just like, if you type the like slash button, you can just type and it'll show up like next to your cursor wherever you are on your canvas, and everyone else sees it too. So if you just want to like leave a quick comment or like say a quick hi to someone, then it's really useful for that. So yeah, working between FigJam and Figma is really simple because you can just copy and paste the same elements or objects in like across both kinds of files, and they still like retain their similar properties. So if you have like a sticky note in FigJam, you want to paste those thoughts into a design file that you're working in, you can just quickly do that and it'll still be editable, it'll still be there, even though like you can't generate a sticky note in a design file. But yeah, these go also for like connectors and shapes and sections and everything like that. But you'll see like in the screenshot on the left, you can see like these special objects that were transferred from FigJam into Figma have their own icons and functions that are different than like regular layers in your Figma design file. So now we'll do like a short little demo using FigJam. If you're in the slides, you can go to this slide and it's like linked here, but it's someone's file that they made to kind of go through FigJam basics, and it'll look like this. Then you can just like open it in FigJam. But yes, also if you just came in, here's the attendance link if you need it. Same every week. And here's the lecture link. If you want to like click on the links that we're doing in this file, then make sure you grab this link. But hopefully you got to open this FigJam file. It's just called FigJam Basics. So there's each like frame that goes over kind of the different tools that we talked about. So you can practice like making a sticky note. You'll see like while I'm in this FigJam file, on the bottom, I can hover over like all the tools and I can click on sticky note and just put it down like on this frame or anywhere I want, and then immediately start to type something. You can make bullet points. And then you can also change like the properties of the text. So if you want to make it like medium size, they have like presets for font size, and then also like 4 options of different typefaces. Just to make it like really quick and easy, you can do like a serif font or like a mono type one or like a scribble handwritten looking one. You can also change like the color of the sticky note, and then you can bold the text or strike through. You can add a link if you want. And you can also like, they always says your name when you put a sticky note down. You can choose to hide that if you want to like remain anonymous, but yeah, those are sticky notes. And then you can also test out like some of the different shapes. So if you go down to the bottom and click on a shape, then you can see like the different options for shapes. You can make like regular rectangles, circles. You can make a diamond or an interesting like chevron. Oh, this is interesting. And like change the size of it, and then also like be able to add that text in the middle. And then same thing kind of again, change like the colors or the text size and stuff like that. But yes, those are shapes. And if I make like a couple different shapes, then you can see how we can like connect them together. So if I have like a shape here, and then I make another one. Oh, actually, there's a lot more different kinds of shapes than I thought. But yeah, so if you see those, then when I click on like one of the shapes, I can see like you can drag that arrow to make a connector to another shape, and it'll like connect it to one of the points on the other shapes and makes it like very smooth arrows. And if you move those shapes around, the arrows like maintain the connection, but they kind of like look a little more squiggly. It's very fun to play around with or add text to those. So those are shapes. And then yes, we kind of did this, but if you connect shapes like we just did, let's connect these together. You can also hit enter when you have a connector selected and then add text in between them to kind of like make a flow chart. That's very cute. And then, yeah, lastly, you can also just either doodle and then add like some comments using the cursor chat. So if you just type like a backslash while you're doing anything, you can just like leave a comment on your mouse and then it'll hover over, and then like you can see, everyone on the file can see it. You can also do this in regular design files as well. So like if I'm in the regular design file for our slides, you can still type and everyone can see it in that file as well. But yeah, let me hide this real quick. And then if you go to like the stamps and the emotes, you can see like the different options, and you can like stamp something as many times as you want. Or if you want to like give a little thumbs up to someone that designed something, give them a little kudos. And then on the other side of like the stamps and emotes circle, if you click on the emotes, you can like click and drag, and then everyone will see this also on the file, but you can leave some fire emotes for other people. And then there's also a lot of cool widgets that you can choose from like the bottom right of your toolbar. Some of these include like the camera, which are really cool. So if you put a camera down, you can like take a picture with your like computer. So, and then it prints it out on your page, and it's really cute. It's a good like icebreaker thing. But yeah, lots of things to explore, just like from the widgets and the templates, and lots of fun to be had in FigJam. Yeah, that's kind of it for just like walking through FigJam, but feel free to play around with it more to kind of get a feel for it. But yeah. Oh, also like a lot of cool templates on the top right that you can see, a lot of things that are good for like team meetings or collaborating on like a project together and stuff like that, or like doing like user research. If you want to do like user personas, they have templates for that, and like affinity diagrams and stuff like that. So yeah, very, very lots of fun ways to utilize FigJam. But all right, now I'll just go over some like other examples of what people have done in FigJam and how you can use it. But like I just said, yes, there's lots of templates and it's simple but versatile. So if you're like ever stuck, then you should use a template. But here are some examples. So this one is just like diagramming. This is like one of the key functions in FigJam, and using tools like shapes and connectors make it really simple to diagram your ideas and make mind maps and be able to organize different things. And yeah, also user personas. It can be used like to record and synthesize your research information as you go through that process. So using like sticky notes to organize information is really helpful. or also creating like preliminary user persona cards to aid in your design process. It's a good way to like quickly just jot down your ideas and have them, organized in a place. Also, some fun things you can do. There's a lot of templates that are more unconventional, like this haiku composer. Yeah, it doesn't all just have to be for like UI UX research and stuff like that. And generally, just like as a whiteboard, you can doodle, you can like have free reign over your FigJam file. Um, and yeah, don't shy away from using it. This was like what it was created to be. And this is like some examples of how like the Figma Decal team uses the FigJam. We kind of like organize our whole semester in it. We like lay out our like course schedule and like do a brainstorming and talk about like our feedback from the last semester and organize it there. But yeah, it's a good way to like make meetings more fun and engaging for everyone when we're all like on the FigJam file together. But yeah, now we'll move on to talking about Figma Community. Just a little difference.
Okay, so what is the community? It's a space for all users to discover resources, find inspiration, and it really makes design accessible for everyone. So if you're on the desktop version of Figma, you can see like a little globe at the left corner of your screen. When you click on that, that automatically takes you to community. And on here, there you can see other users publishing files, developing plugins. You can find a lot of great resources in the community. So yeah, you can find community files. They're user created, publicly available, and you can duplicate the file and do whatever you need with that. Plugins are a third-party add-on. So for example, a plugin could be like a background remover or like adding texture, stuff like that. You can install a plugin and then access that directly within either a design file or your FigJam. And then there are also prototypes, which are a type of file but published via the prototype view. You can duplicate, interact with that, etc. Yeah, as I just mentioned, you could find it in the top left corner in your Figma desktop version. You can search for specific files, creators, tags, explore the resource feed, and view specific files and creators. So this is kind of like a quick little rundown of where you could find what. There are filters at the top left. You can search for anything you need. And then if you just look at the homepage and you scroll down, you could see stuff like slide templates, trending stuff that's happening, plugins, all that good stuff. The resource page has certain like descriptions. You can duplicate or install certain plugins. You could embed things into your files. There are tags in which if you search for it, it'll show up. And then there's a lot more that you could remix, that you could play around with. A lot of good stuff truly in the community. This is about creator profiles. So you can opt in to create a custom profile and you can make it public to showcase your certain resources. You'll need a profile in order to publish, like, follow, and comment on resources, but duplicating files and installing plugins do not require a public profile. So yeah, if you want to, please create your profile. That'd be really lit so that people could see all the cool things that you're creating. So what can you use community for? You could look for inspiration on what to design, see how other people are using Figma. There's a plethora of ways that people are using Figma nowadays. You could quicken your workflow by downloading plugins. You could use templates to supercharge your FigJam meetings or find mockups. And you can also look for design libraries, UI kits, and kickstart your design process with those. Another quick demo. Gosh, where is it? Why is it gone?
Oops. We can just go here.
It's like not
What?
there.
That's crazy. You can just go to.
It's okay. I'll just get
Wait, where'd I go? Okay, I don't know.
Okay, hopefully you guys can find it. It kind of disappeared as of right now.
Oh. Usually it's like right next to the home button. This is so interesting.
okay.
But usually it's like you can go to your community profile.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay, this is like what the community page looks like. Hopefully you guys can find it. But you could search for any resources. Let's see, like what they said, portfolio. If you search that up, they have a bunch of templates available, really amazing things that people have created that you could use and duplicate for yourself. They have different plugins, widgets, creators. They all have that for your viewing and using pleasure. Yeah, they have presentations here. Figma Slides is kind of a new thing that was created a few months ago. So you could create your slide decks directly within Figma. They have some really amazing templates in here. And they categorized it so you could have a professional deck, you could have a marketing deck, etc. These are some cool plugins, also some other design resources, super easy to navigate. But yeah, that's kind of a quick rundown of what the community looks like. Any questions about that? Wonderful. Let's see some community examples. There is a brand style guide kit. Um, let's look into this. You can automate brand design work. So there's a lot of, they have like all these decks pre-made for you. Very professional looking. If you ever needed to make a deck, this would be something that'd be really helpful. And then there's also Interposter. A lot of amazing design, graphic work, a lot of typography that you could take inspiration from, all readily available for you. There's an avatar illustration system. It's kind of like the one that they have for Notion. You could draw yourself and have a new little profile picture. Artboard studio mockups. If you ever create like a UI or you're trying to create your own brand, mockups are really helpful to really visualize what you're trying to make. So this is a great resource to use. Material design systems, they have a lot of great icons in here. If you ever are creating an app, really helpful for UI UX. User research FigJam kind of combines all the great aspects of the community as well as the really great aspects of FigJam that we just talked about. Figma Catan, you could play games. Zelda Maker, really, really amazing stuff on here. A resume template. This is something that I think is really useful to look into. A new piece of information I learned is that if you use auto layout on Figma for your resume design, it is ATS friendly. So you could also be making your resume on Figma. There's Tetris. And yeah, lots of great resources in the Figma community. But now we'll talk about finding inspiration, how to distill ideas into a cohesive design approach. So starting with a brand new design project can feel really, really overwhelming and intimidating, but there's a lot of great resources out there, including a lot of the ones that we just touched on, unexpected sources of inspiration, as well as funneling and organizing inspiration. So the first thing is learning from your peers. Looking at fellow designers' work can really, really help spark your creative process. Even just looking on Pinterest and scrolling through can really give you a great idea of what types of design are out there. But yeah, on here, if you guys have this slide pulled up, you'll see a bunch of links. So there's the Figma community, there's Dribble, Save It, Pinterest, a lot of great links for inspiration here. And also inspiration is just everywhere. If you look around in the world, everything neat has been designed. These tables, these chairs, everything that you see around you. So just pay a little closer attention in your everyday life, from package design to fashion to architecture. Everything in this world around us is designed. So you could really glean inspiration from anywhere that you go. But inspiration does not equate to copying. Give credit to where credit is due and ask for permission. combine multiple sources of information because I think that'll just help you as a designer. And also, please do not plagiarize other people's work. And also, when you're adding your own twist, you discover your own style. Yes, it's great to see what other people are doing and take different aspects of what you think they do really well, but also do not copy, do not plagiarize. You could use that as a starting point for developing your own style. Um, Inspiration can be a little overwhelming, so it's really important to organize everything that you have. Pinterest boards are a really good example, but documentation is really important, and having a really great place and a very organized place to save your inspiration is very important. Tips for mood boarding. First, I think it's really important to be clear about your project's goal. Start with keywords. What do you want your mood board to convey? What do you want the overall board to look like? And then based on that, you can explore new ideas and concepts before diving in. Any questions? Okay, fantastic. But yeah, we'll just wrap up with some quick announcements. But yeah, for the homework this week, keep working on your midterm. There's no additional homework assignment. Allocate your time well. I know it's midterm season. If you need additional time, just reach out to your TA or us if you need any assistance. And then for lab, you guys are going to do a midterm critique. Please do not miss this lab. It's really great to get feedback yourself and also a really great exercise to give feedback. So please do not miss lab. It would be really amazing if everyone could make it. And the secret word for today is no. Pick one, pick one.
Alfredo.
Okay. Alfredo. But yeah, this is a final little slide for announcements. Please come up to us if you have any questions after class, but that should be it. Thank you guys for coming and have a wonderful night. How do you, I know how to do this. Haha.